If you want more control over your tonal values, more control that is offered by the parametric tone curve shown here, which just works on 4 regions, then you're going to be absolutely thrilled to see the new point tone curve in Lightroom 3. I'm going to click on this icon in the lower right, and that's going to bring me to the point curve. And you can see this is unaltered. There's no point set on this curve yet. But if I click on this line, I can set a point. And then when I hover over that point, I can adjust from that point. That's pretty straightforward, but watch this. I can set another point here. Now I can adjust that point separately. And I can keep adding points as I go along here. Up or down, down will darken. So I can really get in there and control the curve in ways that I really can't do with the parametric tone curve controls, which are meant to be a little bit more restrictive on purpose, so you don't get too wild like I'm doing right now. Obviously, the creative potential is greater when you can go in and add points to the curve anywhere you want. Every time I click on this line, I'm adding a new point. I can't dragging that down. Now, if I want to get rid of a point, I hover over it like this and right-click, and I select Delete Control Point. And now that point's gone. And if I want to reset back to the original, I'll just right-click anywhere on the graph and select Flatten Curve. Now, here's something you could never do before in Lightroom. Watch this without a specific workaround, but I can move this one curve up, or one point in the curve up, and then the other one down. So I've completely inverted the tonal value. So in a sense, I've created a negative. And I can add other points. This is actually too much fun. Let's reset that, flatten it. Once you come up with a curve that you like, you can create a preset over here, Custom Save, and you name it, and you can apply that. It'll show up in the pop-up menu later. Right now, there's 3 that come out of the box: linear, medium contrast, and strong contrast. These are basically the same presets that you find over here in the parametric curve. So you can see this is a lot of fun. Now, just like over in the parametric tone curve, you can use the target adjustment tool. I'll click on that, and I'll come over to this image and click. And as soon as I click, that's going to create a point on my curve. You can see that as I move around my image, there's a point that appears on the curve, but it's not set until I click. And once I click, that point is now set, and I can adjust with an up and down movement like I'm doing here. Don't spend too much time, but have fun.